Osama, what we did last time?
We did this express caching and we express DNS and we did the caching.
Okay. Any doubt?
No.
Perfect. Perfect. So anything else?
I asked you, what is the forwarding zone? How to do a forward zone in DNS?
So NetMinion training forward zone I created, remember?
Not in the DNS, not in your the small DNS, the server. I'm talking in the DNS, in the GTM DNS. How to create a forward zone? See, we have one problem.
When you create the zone runner, what was that?
Okay, but I didn't find it in the. Anyway, I will come to you later. Let me ask my friends how did they do, because I went to the live config, it was not there. Maybe they set it in the test bed, so I couldn't see it. Later, I may come to you, because we have one operator, some operators that DNS is not resolving, so they did for them DNS resolve forwarding. So I checked in the zones. The zone runner, I didn't find this settings. Maybe they set it in other place, not in the live environment. So zone forwarding, when it's F5 says zone forwarding, I directly thought that it's a zone runner. So you do a static routing for the domain, right?
Give me a minute. Can you repeat your question again?
When the F5 team told to we did a zone forwarding to achieve some operators that we can't get the DNS from them. So what they did. So I think they will do a zone in the zone runner. They will add the domains and put the DNS IP for these domains to be static.
Sorry, I was checking. Still, I am not clear with your question.
Show you the email.
Should I stop my screen sharing? Are you sending something?
No, I will send the email, the text in the chat. Wait a minute. See the email from the chat. I'll send you by the chat. Why it's not sending? Control and enter the
I didn't receive anything.
No, there is. I can't. It's not going out. Why? I mean, the solution. is not in the meeting. 1 minute. Can you send me something in chat?
Mhm. See?
Yes, I see. Not, hi. NetMinion solution is not in the meeting. Oh, I don't want NetMinion.
No, so you just giving it. Can you just do now?
Okay. Okay.
So this is thanks for your time over the Zoom. Will be time to query the IP or the NS from the current. In the state of decision that queries are being incorrectly routed back to the root. And this is the DNS configuration. Okay, we will talk about it. Okay.
You can read it alone. I will send it also in the WhatsApp.
It's all right. We will do it later on the.
I can explain it because I also read the trace.
We will talk about it. We will talk about it.
When we will talk about it? After the training or
after
when?
Sunday class.
Okay.
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 Let's wait for the Sunday. No. So sorry, you were saying that what we did?
We did the Express DNS.
DNS Express. Okay.
The Express, and we did the caching.
Okay. And today we need to talk with them intelligent resolution, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So by Sunday, your class should be over. Okay. By today, we will be doing a lot of things. Okay. And by Sunday, it will get over.
And Sunday,
So
what we will do on Sunday? What's the?
What is DNS Express?
This is there is we can connect to the DNS to any DNS, and there is a message and there is notify. The first message we will set them so in the DNS will send all the information to the GTM, so GTM will reply directly. Yes, this is AXFR. This is the front. The first information. All the information of the DNS will be in the F5. Later on, any updates on DNS will go to the notify. This is going. The connection is going between from F5. The first one is going through the self IP, and the second one, when notifying, we are doing it from the listener.
And is there any extra configuration required on DNS?
Yes, in DNS we will go also. I don't remember where, but we will go also and add. We should add the IP and enable this Express to work. Add zones, I think, or I remember something in videos. It's clear. It was very clear.
Perfect, perfect. But I would appreciate. Yes, you are recalling the things. That is
Yes.
good. Now, what is intelligent resolution? What you like in your terms? What do you think about it? Intelligent resolution. What is this?
You told me the intelligent resolution is the first step in the DNS.
The very first step. Yes.
The very first step in the DNS. It will
Yes.
use the wide IPs and something like this.
And any clue
But
what
you
that
didn't.
is?
But you didn't tell me what is the intelligent. We didn't talk about it. You told me always wait till we will reach it.
Hmm. So let us talk about intelligent resolution today.
Okay.
Before discussing it, I would like to give you a very simple scenario.
Hmm.
Let us suppose maybe before this, because all of these things are required. There are some customers. You have an offline business. Now you comes online. You will buy a server, and your customers will come on the server now. Scenario number one. So all the HTTP GET and request will be done like this.
Okay.
And let us say these are your local. Okay. So
Okay.
locally they are just coming and they are going to the IP maybe. Okay. Even the name is not required. Is it fine?
Okay.
Scenario number two. Now clients are coming across the world. You require a DNS. So maybe you just in the Cloudflare or somewhere you just have that. You have a server and the requests are coming to your server. Okay. And this DNS is giving the IP of your server, whatever public IP it has.
Yes.
And the requests are coming like this and going like this. So these are the DNS requests. These are the
Answers.
application requests.
Application IPs. Resolutions.
So which request will come first?
The DNS.
What obvious the DNS request will come first. DNS
So
will give the
the
public
DNS
IP
it will go to the
and
public.
the application request will be the second one.
Second, yes.
Scenario number three. User count is increasing very rapidly. Now, one server is not enough. You keep an LB and you place
Two DNS servers.
servers, not DNS.
Oh, application servers. Okay.
So you place two servers
Mm.
and this is your maybe public IP.
Okay.
Again, somewhere there is a DNS. Okay. And DNS will return this IP.
Okay.
So DNS request will come.
To
Okay.
DNS. It will go to the
client will get public IP.
Yes.
Then client will hit virtual server.
Yes.
Virtual server will give one of the server. This server will give the result. This result will be given to the client. And client is not aware either the request is fulfilled by load balancer or the application server.
Okay.
Again, there are two procedures. Procedure number one, it will get the IP of the application which is hosted by these two servers, xyz.com, xyz.com. both of them are hosting xyz.com.
Okay.
So this IP is given in step number 1. Step number 2, actual HTTP get and HTTP responses keep on exchanging in between these two guys. Any doubt?
Okay.
No doubt?
Yes, it's clear. What's the problem? This is basic.
Very basic.
Yes.
Now, coming to the fourth scenario. Your user count is keep on getting increasing. Okay. You wanted to plan for a DC and DR setup. Here in the DC, there is an LB. There are 2 servers. Then there is a DR. Again, one LB.
On 2
And
servers.
there are 2 servers. All of them are hosting an same website.
Okay.
Okay, very important. All of them are hosting the same website.
Same website.
There is a GTM. GTM has, let us say, one pool, and these are the pool members.
Okay.
Pool member 2, pool member 1. So
Okay.
virtual server 1 and virtual server 2 are what?
Yes, they will work together.
They are pool member
Yeah.
on the GTM.
Yes.
And there is an wide IP where this pool is associated, and this wide IP is posting for xyz.com.
Okay.
Are you getting this point?
Yes.
Can you explain?
The wide
Traffic
IP,
flow. The traffic flow.
the traffic flow, client will use the wide IP. So the wide IP, the wide IP is for the pool.
No. Client will open a website xyz.com. After that, what?
Okay. So what you need to explain?
So when, okay, how the data is flowing? When client will try to open xyz.com, what will happen?
So it will go to the listener for the GTM.
Perfect. So it will go to the LDNS.
LT.
From LDNS, it will go to the
it will go to okay. There is a
top level, all of them, and eventually it will come to the
GTM.
GTM, and on the GTM where
Listener. The listener will check.
It will invoke the GTMD process. Then
it will check if there is a wide
check
IP.
the wide IP.
If there is a wide IP, it will go. If not wide, if there is
a pool. Okay.
Okay.
Wide IP has a pool.
Pool. Okay.
And pool has virtual server 1 and virtual server
2.
it will give one of the IP. Which IP? Please don't ask. I will talk about that later. But for now, just think it will give one of the IP.
Yes.
This is your DNS request. Second request, application request will come where?
It will go to the virtual 2.
Let us say if virtual server 2 is selected, now client will go to the virtual server
Virtual
2.
server 2. Yes.
Virtual server 2 will select one of the pool.
One of the pools of
This
it.
will give the application response and client will have the response.
Okay.
This is the glimpse how your intelligent resolution will work. Is this part clear?
Okay, it's a clear, but still, what is the wide IP? Why I'm using it? I'm using the listen.
Don't worry. I would be explaining about that. I was thinking that you are having the idea, but it's all right. I will explain about that, and I will tell some more things about the wide IP. Okay. But for now, you can just think wide IP is a fully qualified domain name. Wide IP is not an IP. Although in the name there is a wide IP, but it is a FQDN. There is no IP in wide IP.
Okay. Okay.
So let me repeat this flow again. Okay. Just see from where we started. Our business was offline mode. We put a server only for the users who are local to us, who are communicating through the IP directly. No DNS request, only the application request. Step 2, we have some of the users across different area. So we have to use the DNS services, which we are using, maybe some public DNS server, and public DNS, we put an entry, maybe Cloudflare or whatever, and that DNS was giving the IP of the public IP of server directly. Okay. And public to private, if there is some translation, there is some firewall, that is well and good. So point number 3, number of users are keep on increasing. What we did, we put a LB, load balancer, in front of servers, and we can have more than one server. Like in this picture, I am showing you 2 servers. Again, some public DNS we are using here, but in public DNS, the IP will be given for the virtual server IP, not the server now. Okay. And if again there is some netting done before the virtual server, that is good. We will use the netted IP.
Okay.
Here, the point to be noted is request is the DNS request, which will lead you to the public IP of virtual server. Second request would be the application request, exactly application request, which will go to the backend servers. And any of the pool member can be selected. That would be taken decision by your LB.
Okay.
Perfect. Then I just modified the scenario much larger way. Here, I created 2 data centers now. One is depicting the DC, one is depicting the DF. Okay. And I placed a GTM.
Oh, yes.
Now your domain is hosted by GTM. Again, customer, the public customer will go to its LDNS, from LDNS, the top level domain, blah, 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 till Cloudflare maybe. And Cloudflare will send it to the listener, right? Okay. Cloudflare will say that, okay, you need to go to the authoritative DNS server, and that is your GTM. Now, when it comes to the GTM, means it is coming to the listener. Again, if there are some translation which are happening, that will happen as is. Okay, translation, I am not keeping complexity here. So
Oh.
once it will request will hit on the listener, GTMD process will get invoked. It will check either I have the intelligent resolution or I have the which
The second one,
accelerated
escalated. Well, that's like this.
accelerated regulations. And even in accelerated, there is a flowchart which we explained, right?
Yes.
And the very high precedence is DNS Express. Then there can be pool, there can be local bind, there can be blah blah blah. Okay. So cache and all of those things. But in our case, it is an intelligent regulation, so it win the race, right? It is the highest priority. For that, we should be an FQDN, which is named as wide IP. Wide IP will have one pool, two pool, three pool, depending upon the scenarios.
Okay.
Now, in my case, I am just applying one pool. Okay. But later on, I will maybe make it more, when we will go more deeper, I will give you some more scenarios, how to handle it. Okay. Because load balancing will come into the picture. And load balancing here occurs at two levels, wide IP level and the pool level. And the third level is the load balancer level. There are multiple layers. So probably I don't want to make it complicated in current scenario. So just stick with this scenario. Traffic is coming to the wide IP. Wide IP is choosing one of the pool member. Which pool member? Again, I would be coming to that, not now, in some time. Okay. But you just think one of the luckier pool member is virtual server 1. Okay.
Okay.
Or virtual server 2, let us say, because in our diagram, we choose the virtual server 2.
Okay.
Then second request, which is an application request, will come where?
From the client
2. Okay. Maybe it is a DR in our diagram, but it's all right. Let us say that DC is not working and the request is going to the DR.
Okay.
End to end. This is the traffic flow overview.
Okay.
I hope which should be clear to you.
Yes, it's clear.
Perfectly fine, yeah?
Yes.
Could you help me to explain how traffic will come without seeing the diagram?
Yes.
When we have identity?
Yes, for sure. The client will ask for the DNS from the local DNS. It will go to the root top level, blah blah blah, and it will go give the authoritative to our GTM listener. GTM listener will come because it's wide IP. It will choose between two pools. It has the main data center and the disaster recovery data center. It will choose which virtual server IP it will go with. It will go to this the data center to the load balancer. Load balancer will choose for which application and return the answer to the client.
And when I am saying there is a DNS request,
it may ask for the second request, maybe the GTM will choose the virtual server 2 in the disaster recovery, maybe. And
yes.
It will go through there.
Yes, yes. And here, let us say the virtual server is down. Both of virtual servers are down. Then what can be the scenario? What do you think? What could be the
down?
Both of the virtual server are down.
This
request is given. This request is given. Now my both pool members are down. What could be the possibilities?
It's cached, so it will answer directly, maybe.
Cached.
Yes.
And for the cache, how much time?
Depending on the TTL. It's set in the
Perfect. That is what I wanted to hear. Okay, so heard from you, and that is really correct answer. Okay, so that depend upon the TTL thing. And let me tell you, buddy, cache is at every end. It is from the client operating system, client browser, client LDNS, root hint server, top level domain, authoritative server, and GTM, every level.
Yes. So when we are doing okay, but why if the GTM has the cache, why the GTM in the wide IP is going to do the DC and DR and making troubles on time and exhausting its system, and it has the IP and it's within the caching time, it can directly answer. Why in wide IP we should go with wide IP, not doing DNS caching?
Okay, what is Anycast?
Sorry?
What is Anycast? Anycast. We talked about it, but very little.
I don't remember
Okay. What is GSLB?
This is the global load balancing.
What does that mean?
Actually, it's something smart.
Sorry, can you repeat? Can you repeat, please?
Can you explain?
Okay. So, let me tell you one thing. These things will come later on also, but I am just giving a layman example. Let us say we have two users. One, the blue one is from US, and the yellow one is from the APAC.
Oh yes, I remember. Depending on the distance.
Right. So we talked about it, right?
Yes, I remember now. Yes. This
So
is the global LBS.
So what GTM will do? GTM will do the Anycast thing, which means GTM will send it to the server or to the DC, which is closer to this location. And GTM will send the APAC user to that DC, which is closest to that location. In networking, it is named as Anycast.
I'm talking about why GTM, if it knows if it knows both the DR and the main the two.
No. So let us say in this condition, both are active. None of them DC and DR.
Okay.
There can be n number of scenarios. That is what I am trying to tell you.
Oh yes. Okay.
Okay. Every scenario does not. There is no thumb rule, So every scenario can have different.
So in the wide IP, if it's enabled and it's connected to more to more than 2 or 3 data centers, it will always check. It will always check for the. But it will how it will decide.
So how it will decide is again a later question. We will come to that.
So it's always there is no it will not depend on the caching. It will do calculations to check the best route and send.
Yes. So we will talk about those things, not now, but maybe after today's class you will understand. Okay.
Okay.
So.